Hi there, Ginger Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. I don't know why I started that off so loudly. Hello, guys. Hope you guys are good. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a comparison between boys and girls. We're going to look at the difference between the two in different situations and whether a boy or girl is more likely to do it. For example, who's more likely to cheat? Who's more likely to be homeless? Who's more likely to be an idiot? So make sure you stick around to the end to see the last one, guys, because it actually really did surprise me. It wasn't what I thought. Before we start, guys, I just want to point this out. Of all of you brilliant people who watch my videos, only 30.6% of you are subscribed. I would love to get that to 100%. So if you watch my videos and you enjoy them and you find me funny or whatever, then please do subscribe and become a member today. Okay, there is a 50.5% chance of you being a boy, which leaves 49.5% chance of you being a girl. So there are actually more boys than girls in the world, but not many more. I didn't actually know that. That's kind of cool. You'd expect it to be exactly 50-50, but I suppose that can't really happen, can it? Okay, who's more likely to wear glasses? Apparently, there is a 37% probability that you will wear glasses if you are a girl, and a 29.4% probability you'll wear glasses if you're a boy. So basically, if you're a girl, you're more likely to wear glasses. And it says, so pretty much 1 in 3 people wear glasses regardless of gender. That is a lot. I did not expect that. I don't wear glasses, luckily, but I feel like I will when I'm older because both my parents do. Any ideas about why more girls wear glasses than boys? I have no idea. It's probably all the boys throwing shit at the girls in class. All the horrible boys throwing little bits of paper in their eyes. Yeah! Who's more likely to have a car accident, boys or girls? I feel like I know the answer to this one. If you're a boy, there is a 3.5% probability you will have a car accident. And if you're a girl, there's 2.2% probability. Are you surprised? No, I am not. So this is why girls' car insurance is cheaper. Yeah, that really annoyed me. When my sister's 3 years younger than me, when she got her car insurance, it was way cheaper than mine was when I was her age. I was like, what the hell? But that's why girls are less likely to have a car accident. I think it's because there's just so many boy races, aren't there? Okay, who's more likely to be homeless? This is an interesting one. There is a 1.3% probability of being homeless if you are a boy and a 0.5% probability of being homeless for a girl. That is interesting. That still feels really high. Like when it says 1.3%, does that mean 1.3% of all people worldwide are homeless? Because if that's true, that's a lot of people. 70% of homeless people are male. Wow. Well, there you go. This is concerning. It's dangerous for women to even walk alone at night. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I wonder why there are more homeless boys than girls, though. Probability of peeing sitting down. If you're a girl, there's a 100% probability of sitting down while you pee. And if you're a boy, 25%. Are you a boy that pisses sitting down? The only time I would ever pee sitting down is if I also need a poo. You sit down, you just get it all out, right? But what I wouldn't do if I needed a poo and a wee is do my poo, then stand up and wee and... Just who's doing that? No one. It's funny that there's a 100% probability of girls peeing sitting down because it's just like if one girl decides not to do that, that 100% probability changes. Girls, if you're watching, can you just do it once? Just pee standing up. It'd just be funny. Okay, probability of having stolen something is 20% for boys, 10% for girls. So girls are basically half as likely, or boys are twice as likely. Have you ever stolen anything? Yes, I have, accidentally once when I was about 5 from a W.H. Smith. I said to my dad, can I have this Snickers? It was like a Snickers or a Mars bar or something. It was some sort of chocolate. I said to my dad, can I have this Snickers? And he said no. And I thought, okay, I'm going to carry it anyway to the checkout and then try and ask him again at the checkout. And I forgot to do that and I just carried it out of the shop. And then when we got home, he told me off because obviously I'd stolen it. And I was so sad. Like, it was the scary. I thought I was going to get arrested. I thought I was going to go to prison. It was horrifying. I still remember it now. Clearly, girls have a tendency to be more respectful. Yeah. So far, girls are winning. Girls are way better than boys. Okay, the next one is being a feminist. 25% probability of being a feminist if you are a girl, and an 8% probability of being a feminist if you're a boy. So a feminist is someone who supports equal rights for both men and women, which is surely goes without saying. Like, you would think, I guess I'm a feminist. Because I support that, I guess so. I struggle to understand who wouldn't support that. So only 25% of women are feminists. I don't understand. How can it be only 25%? A lot of guys think the word feminism means women rule the world. Not at all. It literally just means equal rights. Okay, who's more likely to make the first move on a date? Apparently, if you're a boy, there's a 71% probability you will make the first move. And if you're a girl, 33% probability. Those don't even add up, so I don't really understand. I guess they've included other genders as well. I don't know. If dating websites have taught anything, it's that guys mostly go first. If you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle. Yeah, definitely boys tend to go first, don't they? Also, I think girls somewhat expect the boys to make the first move. So there's a bit more pressure on them. Not all the time, but sometimes. Well, 71% of the time. Okay, literacy rate. I think that's the rate for like people to be able to read and write. Okay, so there's a 90% probability for boys to have a high literacy rate and only an 82.6% probability for girls. So it's actually not what I expected. Boys have a higher literacy rate. I expected this to be lower. What about you guys? Yeah, I thought boys would be much lower than girls. Women are not given education in many countries. This needs to change. Okay, so that's why there are more women than men that can't read or write, because they're just not given an education in other countries. Isn't that crazy? So in some countries, they don't go to school, they don't do any of that. It's just boys that go to school. It's weird. By the way, guys, don't forget to stick around to the end, because the last one is very interesting. It actually shocked me. Okay, who's more likely to have cheated in a relationship? Boys, 25% probability. Girls, 14% probability. Oh my god. That just makes me sick. So this is why there is a whole men are trash thing. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, girls. But for girls, even 14% of them cheat. Well, I guess we all suck. I mean, I just never understood the whole cheating thing. I don't understand. Like, if you're not happy in your relationship, then just tell them that. Break up with them, then move on. You don't go behind their back. I just don't understand it. Probably 25% of boys, though. I don't think that's exactly what it means, but basically more guys than girls cheat. And that's crazy. But it is what I expected. Oh my god, this one is insane. Who's more likely to be a billionaire, boys or girls? 86.9% of billionaires are boys, and only 13% of billionaires are girls. That is unbelievable. How is this so different? That is crazy. Can you name 5 billionaires? Elon Musk, Tony Stark, Bill Gates. But I don't know. No. I could if I gave me enough time, but it's not really that entertaining for the video. The richest woman in the world is Francoise Bettencourt, worth 71.4 billion, and I've never heard of her. This next one, basically, who's more likely to do drugs? If you're a boy, there's 11.4% probability of doing drugs. And if you're a girl, 6.4% probability. It kind of doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it's kind of scary, that, isn't it? This figure includes alcohol as well as illicit drugs. Oh, okay, so if you're an alcoholic, that counts as well. Wow. Insane. Insane. Again, girls are just winning. Apart from on their literacy rates. Way! Okay, who's more likely to read books? 33% probability to read a book if you are a girl, and 20% probability if you're a boy. What a bunch of nerds. Haha. No, I'm joking. I've never really been interested in reading books. If it was a book I was really interested in, then fair enough. Like, I don't know, Guinness Book of World Records. Just look at the pictures, and then I'll just move on. No, I don't know. That's just never been my thing. It's sad that there's a stigma around reading, so boys aren't comfortable doing it. It's not that. It's not that I'm not worried about what other people think of me. It's just more that I find it boring. I'd rather watch a YouTube video or a film. Is that bad? I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm thick. Okay, more likely to not exercise. If you're a girl, there's a 20% probability you won't exercise ever. And if you're a boy, 12%. So it's lower in boys, so girls are more likely to not exercise, essentially. I, for one, am glad that both of these are pretty low odds. Yeah, that is pretty low, actually. That is a lot lower than I thought. I thought there'll be more people that don't ever exercise. Or maybe there's just people not admitting they don't exercise. Which sports do you play? I play badminton. My favorite sport ever. Okay, more likely to be married. I feel like this is quite an interesting one, and maybe quite an obvious one. I suppose you can have same-sex marriages, so maybe not. If you're a boy, you are 51.5% likely to be married. And if you're a girl, 49.5%. So more boys than girls are married. But I suppose that makes sense because there's also more boys than girls in the world. This has dropped by 1.3% since 2013. Very unexpected since many girls are forced into marriage. Yeah. Well, shit. Okay, who's more likely to go to university? Who do you think? Did you say girls? You were right. If you're a girl, there is a 5.5% probability of going to uni, and if you're a boy, 5%. I thought that would be way more. I swear, like, in my school, I feel like well over 50% of people went to uni. Maybe that's just me. I didn't go to uni. Yes, guys are the minority at universities. I did not know that. Well, this one's kind of deep, this one. Who's more likely to have body insecurities? There is a 40% probability of having body insecurity if you are a girl. I don't know how accurate these probabilities are, by the way, guys, but apparently that's what it says. And 28% probability of having body insecurities if you're a guy. So apparently 58% of women are unhappy with their bodies. That's really sad. That is super sad. Well, yeah, That's really sad. I don't have anything else to say on that. 21% have dressed in a way to hide parts of their bodies. Wow. So 21% of boys dress in ways to hide parts of their bodies that they're insecure about. Wow, I just feel really lucky that I haven't ever felt that way, but that's really sad. It's probably a bigger issue than most people realize. Who's more likely to be able to ride a bike? 66.7 probability of riding a bike if you are a boy, and 55.5% probability of riding a bike if you're a girl. Sadly, bikes aren't kind to male body parts. No, it's true. It also really hurts my arse. If I ride a bike for too long, it feels like someone's been punching my arsehole for the last 2 hours. In the UK, 85% of women have not cycled in the past year. I'm not surprised. Like, how often do you get the chance to cycle? Not very often, unless you like actively want to do it, and maybe it's your method of getting to school or getting to work. But I don't know. In the past year, actually, I have ridden a bike. To be fair, I guess that's why boys are more likely to get breast cancer. Now I know what you're thinking. Can boys get breast cancer? And yes, they actually can. Here's the stats: 12.5% probability of getting breast cancer for girls, and 0.1% probability for boys. So it does happen. It does happen to guys. It's very low, much lower than girls, but it does still happen. The risk is higher if a woman gives birth over the age of 30. Wow. Didn't know that. Okay, who's more likely to be a teacher? This one's actually surprising. Apparently 70% are female. Like, what? Thinking back to my school, I think my school had a pretty good split of male to female teachers. If anything, maybe slightly more guys in my school, like men. You know what guys are. That's very interesting, though. I wonder why there's so many more female teachers than male teachers. Okay, who's more likely to have anxiety? 33% probability of having anxiety if you're a girl, and only 20% if you're a boy. But it's still pretty high. That is higher than you'd want, isn't it? It's hard because most of the time you don't even know what's causing it. We need to normalize men sharing their concerns. Yeah, I agree. It's so good to talk about your issues and your problems, because it just makes you feel so much better after you've done it. All right, who's more likely to play an instrument? 6.6% probability if you're a boy, and 5.5% if you're a girl. It's not too different. It's a bit different. So boys are more likely, but not actually by much. All boys secretly wish they could play the guitar. Yeah, I do actually. I do, but I just can't be asked to learn. Does anyone here play an instrument? I do. I do play the piano. I can play a few tunes. Okay, who's more likely to be overweight? I really hope it's not boys. I haven't looked at the stats yet. Oh, but guys, boys. 33% probability of being overweight if you're a boy. 25% if you're a girl. Wow. That's actually 8% different. 39% of all men in the world are overweight. What? That's insane. 39%. That's so many people. This equates to about 26.5% of all women being overweight. Wow. I had no idea there were so many fat people in the world. Okay, we've made it to the last few, guys. These are the crazy ones I was not expecting at all. Who's more likely to be scared of insects? Who would you think? Well, you're wrong. It's boys. 31.9% probability of being scared of insects if you're a boy, and only 22% if you're a girl. I just can't believe this. I can't fathom it. Every girl I've known, most girls, not every girl, a lot of girls I've known have been scared. I think boys just maybe don't want you to know they're scared of insects when they actually are. I think that's what it is. Girls don't hide it. Boys do. I think that everyone's scared of insects if the insect is big enough. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Not that they are insects, but spiders are arachnids. I hate spiders, and I'm open about it. I don't pretend to be fine with them. If I see a spider, I go, ah! Yeah, but it says yes, studies have proven this. So apparently, girls are less pussies than guys. There we go. Let me know in the comments. Are you scared of insects? Okay, we have made it to the last one. So who is most likely to be an astronaut out of boys and girls? If you're a boy, there is a 0.0000006% probability. And for girls, 0.0000008% probability. So there's actually less chance of being an astronaut if you're a girl. I counted the zeros, all right? I counted it. Very hard to accomplish this. Yeah, it is. That's a lot of zeros. There's not many astronauts in the world, are there? But yeah, even less if you're a girl. Can you name any female astronauts? Comment your answers below. No, I can't. I don't know a single one. I don't even know any male astronauts. I know Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and that's about it. That's about all I know. That's crazy. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. There are more male astronauts than female astronauts. Wow, that was crazy. That's the end of the video, guys. That second to last one blew my mind. I was not expecting girls to be less scared of insects than guys, but apparently studies have been done. I'd like to see these studies because that's pretty cool. Fair enough, females. Sounds like I've never spoken to a woman before. Well done, females. Right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps me out. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!